Hello everyone, welcome to the special video of 100,000 subscribers. The team of developers met in year 2013 and the first game was called Crazy Defense. Later they improved it and changed the name to Madan Tower Defense. This was a very fun game to develop because there were very crazy characters and unexpected things happened. The protagonist of the game was Dan, an old man who had to escape from a psychiatric center. We use many programs to develop video games, but there are three that we use the most. Maya to model the scenes and characters of video games, Unity 3D to gather all the elements of the game and then program it and later export it so you can play. Photoshop is the program we use to paint textures and the entire game interface. Calypso is a horror video game developer like us. A year ago we looked at Psychopath Hunt and we liked it so much that we decided to buy the game and its rights and turn it into Mr. Meat. As you all know, we changed things in the house, several puzzles and add other characters. Today, we keep in touch with Calypso, but we don't plan on making another game together. As Mr. Meat's brand belongs to us now, he can't create any sequel to Psychopath Hunt. But it sure makes other great games. Which is usually quite often.
Hi, we are Turkey Games.
Throughout the years we have been working in the world of video games, we have been through many good and bad times. But along the way we have learned to make many different games. We have made puzzle games, racing, tourism applications, platform games. But when we focused on the 3D, we had several games that worked well. The most famous was Crossy Creeper. Anyway, we always had time to try to develop other types of video games, especially if they were creepy things. In 2015, we made our first horror game called Slender Island. As Slenderman games were fashionable at the time, we found it interesting to try to make a game like that. But it seemed that it was not yet our time to develop horror games. So when horror games become fashionable, we saw our moment. The 3 developers all went to the same school in his childhood, and it was a nuns' school. So they used that experience to develop the first famous horror game. As you know, we had copyright problems and we had to change some elements of the game and also the name.
Don't you want to try my delicious ice cream?
Evil Nun will always be in our hearts as our first good horror game. But the Ice Cream Saga is allowing us to be more creative, and we love that. With the Evil Nun we have many plans. It will appear in the multiplayer horror game, and if you want, we will make a second part of the game shortly. All enemies are different, and each one has the weapon that best matches the personality. As for Rod, if you notice when entering his garage, you can see some elements that are spare parts of his suit. Among them there are small tanks to recharge the frozen breath. Actually, it is another type of weapon. This is an interesting question. Although you will have to wait a bit. The entire Keplerians team hope you like the game, and that when it comes out on Friday the 13th, play with a lot of courage. If you want to be the first to play, join the pre-registration. Bye bye and see you soon.